Raja Kumari, daughter of the king. How long you think that you could keep up with my tempo? Dance to the rhythm, dance in the Himalaya. Ain't hearing what they say. I think we've kind of proven it, like that rap and Carnatic music are obviously like very integrated. What I want, I'm a rebel. Kabhi bhi na dare na. At this point, they've been in America for 40 years. My mom recites the Lalita Sahasranama every day. So I would hear that every morning of my life. So there's some kind of conditioning that comes from listening to Sanskrit, you know? I really, really took in classical music, and it's my first musical language. Even though I don't sing Carnatic music, I still kind of think in that framework. But as an American child growing up, you know, in the culture, I was able to receive my education in hip hop from MTV. You know, I was able to watch it in real time and somehow, you know, see it through the lens of A.R. Rahman. I think A.R. Rahman was the first musician that really spoke to me. Like I have clear memories of like listening to the Rangila soundtrack and you know, listening to Bombay. The transition into music was not easy at all. Like I remember having fights with my parents and having to like write my dad like very heartfelt, passionate letters about why music was important to me and why it made me feel alive. If I can prove that I can sell 1 million records with them, I'll have a better chance of continuing to prove to people how viable, you know, our culture is in the mainstream. I ran my body to the limit, like 18 hours, 2 sessions, 3 songs, 4 Red Bulls, I don't know, like just so much to stay awake, to stay present. To be a master at something, you have to put 10,000 hours in, and the only way that I could learn in the studio was to be in the studio. There's no shortcut with that. There's a lyric in there, they thought the curry was soup, I had to feed these fools. And that was just how I felt about the industry. In Bombay, the scene was bubbling. There was festivals, there was, you know, relationships with brands, there was all kinds of possibilities. No matter how much in America they tell me it's not authentic for an Indian girl whose dad is a doctor to make hip hop, all of a sudden I'm on stage and people in the front row were singing my lyrics. We have to create the soundtrack for other people's lives. And I take that responsibility very seriously because since a young age, my dance was an offering, and so is my music. I just think that music is what makes us human. It makes us connect with each other. There's no language barriers, you know? Anyone from any side of the world can understand your emotions. Raja Kumari is, you know, the daughter of the king, princess. But I think at a young age understood how important it was, you know, the gender roles and the patriarchy and whatever it is. And I think ceremoniously I decided to have every man in the world call me king.